Our planet is a living masterpiece, a place where forces of nature and the mysteries of life come together in ways that defy imagination. Picture the raw power of a tornado spiraling down from darkened skies, reshaping everything in its path with breathtaking force. Journey deep into the rainforests, and you might glimpse the elusive glass frog, its translucent skin revealing a delicate, beating heart, a living window into nature's design. Then, in distant wildlands, witness the astonishing courtship dances of birds, where every leap, feather flare, and step is part of an intricate ritual older than human history itself. These are not everyday sights. They are fleeting, one in a billion moments, rarely captured and even more rarely experienced in person. In this journey, we'll take you beyond the ordinary, to places and encounters where science meets wonder, and where the planet's most extraordinary secrets reveal themselves for just a heartbeat, before vanishing into the wild once more. Tornado. A tornado is one of nature's most mesmerizing yet destructive spectacles, an atmospheric ballet of wind, pressure, and temperature. Born from powerful thunderstorms, it forms when warm, moist air meets cold, dry air, creating instability and a rotating updraft called a mesocyclone. As wind speeds change with altitude, this rotation tightens, much like an ice skater pulling in their arms, accelerating the spin until a funnel cloud descends to the ground. The most intense tornadoes can unleash winds exceeding 300 miles per hour, strong enough to rip houses from foundations and hurl cars like toys. Though they often last mere minutes, the physics behind them are a complex interplay of thermodynamics and fluid mechanics. To meteorologists, each tornado is a fleeting laboratory, one in a billion moments, when Earth's atmosphere reveals both its breathtaking artistry and its raw, unpredictable power. Glass frog. In the rainforests of Central and South America lives one of nature's most enchanting marvels, the glass frog. Barely larger than a coin, its lime green skin blends seamlessly with leaves, but its true wonder lies underneath. The belly is almost entirely transparent, revealing a delicate display of beating heart, tiny liver, and coiled intestines, nature's living anatomy lesson. This transparency is not just a quirk. Scientists believe it helps camouflage the frog from predators by breaking up its outline, even casting less of a shadow when resting on leaves. By night, males call softly beside streams, guarding clusters of jelly-like eggs from insects and rival frogs. In these fleeting hours, the rainforest holds a one-in-a-billion spectacle, a creature so fragile it seems made of light, yet perfectly engineered by millions of years of evolution to thrive in one of the most competitive ecosystems on Earth. Whirlpool. Beneath the calm surface of certain oceans and rivers, a sudden force can awaken, a whirlpool, nature's rotating engine of water. Formed when opposing currents collide or tidal flows squeeze through narrow straits, it creates a spiraling funnel where water is pulled downward before being released again. Some, like Norway's Saltstraumen, spin with tidal currents moving faster than 20 miles per hour, powerful enough to churn marine life and sediments in seconds. In scientific terms, whirlpools are dynamic systems revealing how fluid motion responds to gravity, pressure differences, and the shape of the sea floor. They are mesmerizing, yet dangerous, a reminder that even the most familiar waters can hide the raw mechanics of our planet in motion. Glacier calving. In the frozen realms of the Arctic and Antarctic, a glacier calving is a breathtaking and thunderous display of Earth's natural forces at work. This occurs when massive slabs of ice, sometimes as tall as a 20-story building and as wide as several football fields, fracture from a glacier's edge and crash into the sea. The break is driven by gravity, internal fractures, and the relentless push of the glacier's own weight as it flows toward the ocean. When ice meets warmer water, melting at the base accelerates the split, releasing icebergs that can drift for years. Scientists study calving events not only for their raw spectacle, but as a critical indicator of climate change. Each falling wall of ice is a data point revealing the pace at which our cryosphere is transforming. In these moments, the glacier's ancient history, locked in layers of ice for thousands of years, meets the restless present of our planet's oceans. Bird courtship dances. In the dense rainforests of New Guinea, the bird of paradise transforms courtship into a living masterpiece. Males spend years perfecting intricate displays. Plumes shimmer like molten gold, tail feathers arc into impossible shapes, and eyes flash in precise rhythms. Each movement is choreographed, from a slow bow to a sudden leap, designed to mesmerize a potential mate. This is not mere beauty, it's biology in motion. Female birds judge not only the brilliance of feathers, but the precision of timing, a test of both genetics and stamina. Scientists have found that these dances evolve over generations, becoming more elaborate as competition intensifies. It's a stunning example of sexual selection, where art and survival merge. In these fleeting moments under the green canopy, evolution takes center stage, revealing that in nature, the most dazzling performances can be matters of life and lineage. Flying fish on the run. Far out in the open ocean, a chase begins beneath the waves. The flying fish, sleek, silver, and built for speed, bursts from the water in a dazzling escape. With powerful beats of its tail, it launches itself into the air, spreading wing-like pectoral fins that can span nearly a foot. Gliding above the surface for over 600 feet, it rides invisible currents, turning the sea into sky. This aerial dash is more than spectacle, it's survival. Pursuing predators like tuna or dorado cannot match its sudden leap into another realm. Scientists studying their flight have found that these fish can reach speeds of over 35 miles per hour before takeoff, using stored energy in their tails to sustain flight-like glides. For a few breathtaking seconds, they are neither creature of the deep nor bird of the air, but something in between, a living testament to nature's endless ingenuity. Underwater waterfalls. Off the southwest coast of Mauritius, the ocean hides an illusion so vast it can only be seen from above, a breathtaking underwater waterfall. Here, the turquoise waters of the lagoon meet the deep sapphire of the open sea, creating the appearance of a colossal cascade plunging into the abyss. In reality, it's sand and silt swept by powerful currents over the edge of the ocean shelf, dropping nearly 2.5 miles into the depths. Satellite images reveal how the island itself sits atop an ancient submerged plateau, a remnant of volcanic birth 8 million years ago. The illusion is a fusion of geology and oceanography, where shifting sediments mimic the flow of water over a cliff. It's a reminder that Earth's most astonishing spectacles often blend science and art in ways the eye alone cannot explain. Carnivorous plants. In the quiet corners of wetlands and rainforests, some plants have evolved into hunters. Carnivorous plants, like the Venus flytrap, pitcher plant, and sundew, thrive where soil is too poor to provide enough nutrients. Instead of relying solely on roots, They lure, trap, and digest insects, and sometimes small vertebrates. The Venus flytrap snaps shut in less than 1/10 of a second, triggered by tiny hairs sensing movement. Pitcher plants use nectar-lined rims to entice prey into a pool of digestive enzymes, their slippery walls making escape impossible. Sundews shimmer with dew-like droplets, each sticky strand pulling victims deeper with every struggle. These adaptations are feats of botanical engineering, the product of millions of years of evolution. Here, survival isn't about sunlight alone. It's about turning the tables in the food chain. Reverse waterfalls. In a few rare places on Earth, waterfalls defy gravity, rushing upward instead of plunging down. Known as reverse waterfalls, this spectacle is born from fierce winds that can reach speeds over 100 miles per hour. As the air surges up cliff faces, it overpowers the pull of gravity, forcing water to spray skyward in shimmering plumes. Seen in locations like Scotland, Iceland, and Australia, these moments reveal the raw physics of nature, where wind, water, and terrain align in perfect balance to create an illusion of a river flowing into the sky. Morning Glory Cloud. Each spring in Australia's remote Gulf of Carpentaria, the sky rolls with a rare phenomenon, the Morning Glory Cloud. These tubular formations can stretch over 600 miles long and glide just a few hundred feet above the ground. Formed by a unique blend of sea breezes, humidity, and temperature shifts, they move with astonishing precision, sometimes at speeds of up to 40 miles per hour. For glider pilots, it's a dream ride. For scientists, a living laboratory of atmospheric dynamics, one of nature's most elegant and fleeting performances. Hydrothermal vents. Far beneath the ocean's surface, where sunlight has never touched, lie hydrothermal vents, geological chimneys spewing superheated, mineral-rich water. Found along mid-ocean ridges, these vents release fluid that can reach over 700 degrees Fahrenheit. Yet life flourishes here. Tube worms over 6 feet long, ghostly white crabs, and bioluminescent shrimp thrive without sunlight, relying instead on chemosynthesis, where bacteria convert vent chemicals into energy. These alien-like ecosystems challenge our definition of habitability, offering clues to life's origins on Earth, and even the possibility of life on icy moons like Europa. In the crushing darkness, they burn like undersea stars, rewriting the boundaries of where life can exist. Ice circles. In the still waters of frozen rivers and lakes, nature sometimes paints perfect, spinning disks of ice, known as ice circles. Formed when rotating water slowly grinds the ice into flawless shapes, some grow vast, spanning hundreds of feet across, drifting silently like frozen moons. Others are so small they could fit in the palm of your hand, no larger than a bread roll. Scientists believe they form where slow currents meet freezing temperatures, turning moving water into nature's own icy geometry. Color-changing chameleons. In the forests and deserts they call home, chameleons wield one of nature's most remarkable abilities, changing color. Far from mere camouflage, this shift is a complex dance of light and biology. Beneath their skin lie nanocrystals that expand or contract, reflecting different wavelengths. This lets them signal rivals, attract mates, or regulate body heat, turning their skin into a living, shifting canvas of survival. Glowing mushrooms. In the stillness of the night, deep in forests from Brazil to Vietnam, certain mushrooms emit an otherworldly glow. This bioluminescence comes from a chemical reaction between luciferin and luciferase, producing a greenish light bright enough to be seen from several feet away. Scientists believe these glowing caps may lure insects that help disperse their spores, turning the darkness into a silent network of communication. Some species have shone for over 100 million years, a living echo of Earth's ancient nights. Giant waves at Nazaré. Off Portugal's rugged coast lies Nazaré, home to some of the tallest waves on Earth, towering as high as 80 feet. Their power comes from the Nazaré Canyon, an underwater chasm nearly 10,000 feet deep that funnels Atlantic swells toward shore, amplifying their size. In winter, storms from across the ocean send these water walls surging toward Praia do Norte, where they rise into breathtaking, thundering giants. Scientists study them to better understand wave mechanics and extreme ocean energy, while surfers risk everything to ride nature's most formidable moving mountains. Lava entering the ocean. On Hawaii's volcanic shores, one of nature's most dramatic spectacles unfolds: lava meeting the sea. When molten rock, heated to over 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, pours from Kilauea or Mauna Loa into the Pacific, it triggers an explosive reaction. The water flashes into steam, shattering the lava into fragments that build new land. Scientists call this a literal explosion, a rare moment where the Earth is literally growing before our eyes. The billowing steam clouds can rise hundreds of feet, carrying tiny glass-like particles, while beneath the surface, glowing rivers continue shaping the coastline, just as they have for millions of years. Sandstorms. In the world's arid regions, sandstorms rise like moving walls of dust, sometimes stretching for miles and towering over 1,000 feet high. Triggered by powerful downdrafts from thunderstorms, these storms can race across the land at speeds over 50 miles per hour. Each grain of sand, though tiny, carries the power to scour surfaces and reshape landscapes. In the Sahara, a single storm can transport millions of tons of dust across the Atlantic, nourishing the Amazon rainforest thousands of miles away. In the arid landscapes of southwestern Morocco, a surreal sight unfolds: goats perched high in the branches of argan trees. Drawn by the tree's olive-like fruit, these nimble climbers can scale heights of up to 30 feet, balancing on gnarled limbs with astonishing agility. But there's more to this spectacle than meets the eye. After eating the fruit, goats leave behind seeds in their droppings, helping propagate the argan tree across the desert. It's a remarkable partnership, an ancient cycle of survival where hunger, balance, and nature's ingenuity meet in the treetops. Horsetail Fall Fire Fall. Each February, for just a few days, Yosemite's Horsetail Fall transforms into a ribbon of glowing fire. As the sun sets at a precise angle, its golden light illuminates the waterfall, making it blaze like molten lava. This rare phenomenon depends on perfect timing, clear skies, enough snowmelt, and the sun's position all aligning. The fiery illusion lasts only minutes, but in that fleeting glow, nature reveals its mastery of light, water, and season in one breathtaking moment. In the open ocean, Survival can depend on unity. A bait ball forms when thousands of small fish, like sardines or anchovies, swirl into a tight, shimmering sphere to confuse predators. This living tornado can measure more than 60 feet across, twisting and flashing in the sunlight. Yet it's a high-risk defense. Sharks, dolphins, and seabirds are drawn to the spectacle, turning the bait ball into one of nature's most intense and fleeting underwater dramas. In the grasslands and wetlands of Africa and Asia, the weaver bird is an architect without equal. Using nothing but its beak, the male gathers strips of grass, palm leaves, or reeds, weaving them into intricate hanging nests that can measure over 2 feet in length. Each strand is knotted with precision, creating a secure, weather-resistant chamber. The construction can take more than a week, and every detail matters. Females inspect the craftsmanship before choosing a mate. Some species build massive colonies with dozens of nests clustered together in a single tree, forming a living neighborhood that hums with activity. The nests are more than homes. They're works of engineering designed to sway with the wind, yet shield against rain and predators. In the world of the weaver bird, survival is stitched together with skill, patience, and a flair for design that rivals human artistry. In Chile's Atacama Desert, one of the driest places on the planet, rainfall can be absent for years. Yet hidden beneath the cracked earth lie countless seeds, patiently waiting. When rare weather patterns bring just a few inches of rain, a transformation unfolds. Within days, the barren landscape erupts into waves of pink, violet, and yellow blooms stretching for miles. This Desierto Florido is not only a breathtaking sight, it's a survival masterpiece, a reminder that even in the harshest environments, life is always ready to return. In the deep blue of the open ocean, a rare and almost surreal scene unfolds. Sperm whales sleeping. These giants, some over 50 feet long, drift vertically in the water, motionless, their massive heads pointing toward the surface. Scientists discovered this behavior only in 2008, realizing that the whales enter short naps lasting about 10 to 15 minutes, often in perfectly synchronized groups. Their stillness, combined with the gentle sway of the sea, creates an image of silent leviathans suspended in a dreamlike state, a fleeting moment few eyes will ever witness. High above, a perfect circle opens in a blanket of clouds, the phenomenon known as a fall streak hole. Caused when supercooled water droplets freeze suddenly, often triggered by passing aircraft, ice crystals then fall, leaving a gaping sky portal. This rare spectacle turns an ordinary cloudscape into something otherworldly. High above the clouds, a rare optical marvel known as a glory can appear, an almost perfect halo of rainbow light encircling your shadow. This phenomenon occurs when tiny water droplets scatter sunlight backward in a process called backscattering. Unlike a rainbow, a glory forms directly opposite the sun, often seen from airplanes or mountaintops, making it a fleeting crown of light for those in the right place at the right time. In the heart of the Amazon, near Manaus, Brazil, two legendary rivers meet but refuse to mix. The dark tea-colored waters of the Rio Negro flow side by side with the sandy caramel tones of the Amazon River's Solimões for nearly 4 miles, creating a striking natural divide. This meeting of the waters happens because of dramatic differences in temperature, density, and speed. The Rio Negro is cooler, denser, and flows more slowly, while the Solimoise is warmer, lighter, and faster. It's a breathtaking reminder of nature's unseen forces shaping visible wonders. Every year, over 1.5 million wildebeest embark on one of Earth's most dramatic migrations, joined by hundreds of thousands of zebras and gazelles. This epic journey spans nearly 1,000 miles across the Serengeti in Tanzania to Kenya's Masai Mara, driven by the search for fresh grazing and water. Guided by ancient instincts, they cross rivers teeming with crocodiles and plains stalked by lions. Scientists believe this migration, synchronized with seasonal rains, is a key force in shaping the savanna's ecology, replenishing soils, dispersing seeds, and sustaining countless predators. It is a living heartbeat of Africa. Beneath Indonesia's turquoise seas lies a fiery secret: underwater volcanoes that shape both land and life. These submarine giants release molten lava and minerals, creating new seafloor and nurturing vibrant coral reefs. Some eruptions heat the water to near boiling, yet unique species, from heat-loving microbes to rare fish, thrive in these extremes. Scientists study them to understand Earth's geology and the link between volcanic activity and rich marine biodiversity, revealing a world where fire and water meet in perfect balance. Over Guatemala's fiery peaks, a rare and electrifying spectacle unfolds: volcanic lightning. Unlike storms in the sky, this phenomenon is born from ash. When a volcano erupts, billions of particles are blasted upward, colliding and building immense electrical charges. In seconds, brilliant bolts streak through towering plumes, illuminating the night with a raw, primal energy. Scientists study these fleeting sparks, to uncover clues about volcanic behavior, offering both breathtaking beauty and vital warnings from Earth's most explosive forces. Towering over the plains like a rotating cathedral of clouds, a supercell is the rarest and most powerful type of thunderstorm. Spanning more than 10 miles across, it contains a deep, rotating updraft called a mesocyclone, capable of producing giant hail, torrential rain, and even tornadoes. Inside, warm, moist air spirals upward, while cool air sinks, fueling its strength for hours. Scientists study supercells to understand their complex dynamics, as these majestic yet dangerous giants remain one of nature's most awe-inspiring atmospheric machines. In the volcanic heartlands of Indonesia, pyroclastic flows are nature's most devastating avalanches. These searing torrents of gas, ash, and rock can surge at speeds over 100 miles per hour, with temperatures soaring beyond 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Formed when an eruption column collapses, they race down slopes, obliterating everything in their path. Scientists study their fluid-like behavior, driven by turbulence and gravity, to better predict their deadly reach. Yet from a distance, these lethal clouds form billowing, otherworldly shapes, an awe-inspiring reminder of the raw power within Earth's core. Along the steep cliffs of coastal mountains, a cloud waterfall spills in slow motion, a river of mist cascading into the valleys below. This spectacle forms when moist ocean air is lifted by the slopes, cooling and condensing into clouds that pour over the ridges like liquid silk. Driven by steady winds and temperature inversions, the flow can last for hours, creating a surreal illusion of clouds obeying gravity. Scientists study these events to understand microclimates, while for onlookers, it is a dreamlike meeting of sky and earth. On certain tropical shores, nightfall reveals a living galaxy underfoot, bioluminescent beaches. Here, microscopic plankton called dinoflagellates emit a blue glow, when disturbed by waves or footsteps, a defense triggered by chemical reactions involving luciferin. In warm, nutrient-rich waters, their numbers can reach millions per gallon, turning the shoreline into a shimmering ribbon of light. This natural spectacle is not just beautiful, it signals the ocean's delicate balance, where biology, chemistry, and physics meet beneath the stars.